Okay, Jesse and I are loaded up and it is time to go pick up our Azure Standard order. It's arrived. It's 5:15 at night. It's a nighttime pickup, which I've never had before, but we're loading up and we're gonna get on the road to go get our stuff. About a week ago, a little over a week ago, I was online and I placed my Azure order and closed it out and got that all taken care of. And once your order's closed, you eventually get emailed and notified which items sent from your order and also which items did not send. Then you also get notified about your pickup time and, confirming your location and which items shipped and didn't. So on this order, I have 8 different packages coming. My drop coordinator is really organized and amazing, and she always sends us a list of how many packages we can expect to pick up, because sometimes Azure will combine items. Let's say you order 2 blocks of the 5 pounds of cheese. They'll put it in one box for you. So instead of counting items, you are counting boxes. So Karen, our drop coordinator, she sends out all of that information, which is awesome. I know exactly how many boxes or containers I need to get, and that's 8 is my number today. And the only item that did not ship this time, and it's kind of a bummer, the only item that did not ship is Julianne's palm oil. We use that for making homemade soap, so unfortunately that did not work out. We should have picked some up at Country Life Naturals when we were there, but he had done some price checking and Azure was so much cheaper, so we just were hoping to get it ordered up through Azure Standard. But then this is one of the challenges when it comes to Azure. So, but we're okay with it. We're still happy to support them and make it work. So now we're on the search for a good affordable place to find some sustainably sourced palm oil. Our time for pickup is 6:15 p.m. We've never had that before. Usually the pickup times, they do vary on the days and the times, but usually they've been morning or early afternoon up until this point. And when I saw this one, I was kind of disappointed because it's right smack in the middle of dinner time. It's 6:15 pickup, and I had to leave at 5:15 to make sure I got there with plenty of time. And Jesse wanted to hang out. He wanted to come along. Come to find out, it's because he doesn't want to do his quick clean. Oh, he's got his snack basket.
Me and Mama already ate a lot.
Yep, he's ready to go. He knows he's in for the long haul. I was going to enjoy the peace and quiet, but I'm happy to have him along, and he's my little talker. So we're having good conversation, good company, and a good ride. So anyway, we closed up our order. We're heading to the drop location. If you want to see the whole process, like start to finish, of doing the online shopping with Azure, I have a video on that we just put out, and you can check that out. I just show you the whole process of like when something's not in stock, kind of what you do, how you pivot to make that work. I have all of that in a video, so we can link that for you. We can also link Azure below for you to make it easy. So just in case anybody's new, we love sharing grocery hauls and share with folks what it takes to feed a family of 8. My husband and I, we live on a homestead in Illinois, and we have 6 kids ranging from 18, hardly kids anymore, but 6 children ranging from...
I'm still a kid.
You are still a kid, man. Ranging from 18 down to 8. There's Jesse, the 8-year-old.
8 years.
People like to see what it takes to feed big families, and so and get fun ideas on what products are out there and what options there are when you're shopping around and looking for different things. So every once in a while, I'll get a comment that says, in a snarky tone, like, well, it must be nice to be able to, afford all of that food and to have all that money and do all that. And that's okay. I don't mind what people think, but I think it's also good to have a chat and talk about what real life looks like for us. I know this is a grocery haul, so hang on if you want to see what I get, but I want to just talk to all you moms out there who are maybe trying to pinch pennies and make things work, because right now everything's really expensive, and that's no different for my family. So years ago, when Josh and I got married, there's a whole story to this, but we were not going to have kids, and when we did end up having Julianne, we decided to kind of, have a big family and just enjoy that. I know that those are big extremes, but when we did that, I decided to stay home, take advantage of being home with the kids and raising them, and not stay in a career. And when we did that, we knew that living off of one income comes with its own sacrifices. And it's not like Josh is in a high paid profession. Just in case anybody doesn't know, he's been a paramedic firefighter almost his whole career, and has worked full-time doing that. And that is great, and it's been a huge blessing, and we're so thankful for that. But it's not like it pays a ton of money. We live off of a single income, and we run a homestead, which costs money. We run a small family business off of our farm, where everything that we have extra, like our eggs and honey and different products that we have that the girls make, like homemade soap and lotion, that we sell. That's actually how the kids, that's their job that they have, is being able to work from home and sell their products on our website and at the farm. So anyway, I think I'm just sharing my heart a little bit, because when we do these grocery hauls, it's not just because I love throwing a lot of money at different things, but it's because we have had to budget and pinch pennies and save. It costs a lot of money, and I know all of you guys know this if you're feeding kids in any capacity, but talk about feeding 4 teenagers. Like, it takes a lot. It's a little astronomical how much it takes to feed 4 extra adults, because they're young adults. They eat like adults. So anyway, it takes budgeting, and it takes not getting to do certain things. It takes saving, and like choosing maybe not to do like grocery hauls every month, of course, but doing it every once in a while, every few months, and sharing that with you. It means there's seasons where, yes, would I love to buy all natural and organic all the time? Yes, but there are seasons where I can't do that. And it's okay. The Lord has always been faithful to us, always to provide for all of those needs, even in seasons where we've been through some really big things. But the Lord has been faithful, and we're grateful. And we just really have learned how to strategize. We don't have fancy cars. We pay cash for cars. We don't have fancy things, but we are blessed beyond measure, so we are grateful. Yeah, I just wanted to take a second and share my heart on that. I know many of you are in the same position, and I just want you to, as you watch these grocery hauls, be encouraged that you're not the only one sacrificing out there. And I want to encourage you that you can do it. You can feed your family good, healthy food, especially if you're willing to make stuff at home. That way you know exactly what's in it. But buying bulk and portioning that out and storing it long term, sometimes it's even cheaper to go through Azure Standard and buy bulk than it is to just buy little bits at a time from Walmart. It really is. And that's my main reason why I do it, is because I'm able to buy really good quality, healthy, sometimes organic food, and store it long term. And yes, because I know we're going to go through 50 pounds, 100 pounds, 200 pounds of flour, I'll buy that all in one haul to be able to save myself money down the road. Especially if you can find sales or good deals. I can make an organic loaf of bread for my family with like 4 or 5 ingredients in it. I know exactly what's in it. I can make that for so cheap. And yes, so I'm looking, I'm investing in this high quality organic flour, but I'm buying it in bulk, so I'm getting it at a great price. And then I'm also, portioning that out so that we're using it in small increments and it lasts a long time. So it's worth it. It's worth it to be strategic. It's worth it to try to figure out how to buy quality food for your family, and then make it stretch and make it fit in the budget if you can. And we have had to lay down a lot of other things in our lives for me to be able to stay home, and to be able to be home with the kids, and to be able to teach them school at home and do all those things. So anyway, if you have stayed with me this long, I hope you hear my heart on that, and I hope you stick around. And we are getting close. We're only 17 minutes out. Jesse, you're being a good sport, bud. The big kids are making supper at home for everybody else, and we are close. We're gonna get our haul loaded up, and then I'm gonna show you what I got. Okay. Okay, we are here at the parking lot. The truck just showed up, so now we're gonna all gather and get everything out of the back of the truck. And we do that like teamwork style where everybody helps, and then at my location, in my drop location, we separate everyone's last name. You know, we separate the piles of goods into everyone's last name, and then you take your stuff and load up your car. It's really easy and fast when everybody's helping. So, all right, actually I think we have a new delivery driver today because he parked in the wrong spot. So as soon as he comes back over here, then we'll start the process and get all of our stuff. Okay, we got all 8 of our packages. I had 2 great conversations, I've got to say. The community in the Azure Standard group in that community, they're amazing people. So a few people follow us on YouTube, and so they've become family, and it's just a great group of people. So I had some good conversations, and I just love meeting y'all. You're a lot of fun. So all right, let's get this stuff home and put away and show you what I got. Okay, we're back home. It's almost bedtime, but I wanted to show you all the things that we picked up today. First, I'll start with the not super exciting thing, but it is exciting to me because this means organization in my basement. So I went ahead and picked up 10 food grade buckets that I can keep down in our shower room, which is our dry storage room, where I have different things that I needed more storage area for. So I went ahead and invested in these and some lids, which is great. So we've got these, and I can start my project of organizing the basement before this fall comes, which it's time. It's time to get everything in gear before homeschool starts. It's in the next couple weeks here. So it's organization mode is on. We've got one of our go-to favorite items, and that is our Nancy sour cream. And yes, I buy it by the 6-pack. These last a very long time because of the beautiful probiotics that are in them. And so I've never had these go bad in my fridge. I've had people ask me how I store these long term. I just keep them in the fridge, which is wonderful. And we just use them. We probably go through one every week or every 2 weeks. So this lasts us a little while. Okay, next, one of our favorite go-to items, our cream of chicken soup by Pacific Foods. I love having these for quick, easy meals. You know, we have lots of different recipes, a lot of our home canned chicken recipes. We have some easy throw together meals for those busy nights that use this cream of chicken soup. We also love making our own homemade, but this is great to keep on the shelf and ready to go for any quick meal that you need to throw together. Okay. My favorite sugar of all time. There's no comparison. The Azure Standard organic cane sugar is beautiful. It's so beautiful. I love having it, and it's been out of stock recently, so I was so thrilled to be able to get it. That's why I threw it on my order this month, just because they finally had it back in stock. And so it's beautiful, crystallized. It almost looks like jewelry. I don't know, it's sparkly, it's gorgeous, I love it. So we've got that stocked up. We had just stocked up on cane sugar from Country Life Naturals, so we should be good for a long time, which is such a good feeling. I love having that checked off my list and having it all set. Okay, my favorite coffee is the Equal Exchange Organic Mind, Body, and Soul. And usually, if you've been following any of my grocery hauls, you know that I buy usually the 5-pound bags, and I buy 2 of them when they have them in stock. But I couldn't get them this time, so I had to settle for the pre-ground 12-ounce packs. And actually, this was on sale, so I got it for a good deal. So I liked that, but I only got 6 of them because I prefer having the whole bean coffee. So we have those good to go. Next, and I'm so glad I remembered because I didn't actually list this. When I shared with you guys, when I sat down at the computer and I put in my whole order, I did not put my apple chips in that first time. So I went back and added them on later, and so we got a 4-pound bag of I believe they're called Apple Pieces Tart
natural. And they are so yummy. Julianne was like, well, actually several of the kids were like, please get those apple chips. So I didn't even show that to you all when I showed you my shopping online at Azure. However, I added that onto my order before it had closed, and I was so glad that I was able to get that. These are great for snacks all the time, just to have stocked up in the house too. And even my mother-in-law was like, get me some of those. So we have those in the house, which is really, really exciting. And this box has all sorts of good things. Remember how I was saying that they combine things depending upon what fits? So I have a catalog, we'll put that here. All right, we went ahead and got a gallon of organic olive oil. And it's cold when they transport it cold so it solidifies, but as it comes to room temperature, it turns to that beautiful golden normal olive oil color. So there we go, we have that. Remember the cheese? All right, so this is a different brand. Unfortunately, they didn't have my Azure Standard brand available, but I went ahead and got the Sierra Nevada, and it's the organic raw milk white cheddar. So I've had this before, it's very good. It's a very close second to my first choice, which is that Azure brand, but I'm excited to have this. But I only got one because they didn't have the brand that I was looking for. Okay, another oil. It was time to restock on our organic avocado oil. This is Azure brand again, Azure Market. Thrilled to have this. I had a hard time getting it the last couple orders, so I was really happy to have that in. Azure baking powder. I was looking for the Rumford, but they were sold out this time. So I'm trying the Azure brand again. I had trouble with it before. I'm gonna give it a go again and see how it works out. And last but not least, I don't even remember what I got. Oh, raisins. We got 5 pounds of the organic Thompson raisins, and they're oiled, and this is again the Azure brand. So not a huge haul, but a very fun haul because we love having all these things stocked in the pantry. And I love, you know, especially the different oils and the baking products. Those things are staples that we like to keep stocked up just in case they're hard to get at any point. That has happened in recent years. So I'm thrilled to have all these items restocked in the house. I'm gonna put many of them into long-term storage and just have them ready. And you know, come along for the ride because I'm gonna be doing a lot of organizing and getting ready between the root cellar, the dry storage room, the kitchen, the pantry. I'm getting it all cleaned up and ready and reorganized. I've got a vision for it. So I wanna get it all ready and set going into winter, especially because it's harvest season. So anyway, I hope you had a good time coming along with me on this shopping trip. We appreciate you, and we'll see you in the next video.